And we're with Stephen Hudson, who's going to be on the ballot here for the Third Judicial Circuit Judge here in the primary in August, which covers Grundy, Harrison, Mercer, and Putnam County. So thanks for coming on with us, Judge.
No problem. Enjoy.
So just tell us a little bit about your background for people that may not know you or know where you're from, things like that.
Well, I was born and raised in Trenton, Missouri, and grew up there, going to high school and graduating, and then going to college at William Jewell College. And then after graduation from there, went to UMKC and got my law degree from there. When I came back to Trenton after graduating from law school in 1987, I went into the prosecutor's office, Grundy County Prosecutor's Office, and then was in the prosecutor's office from 1987 to 1998, which was about 11 years. Of that 11 years, 3 years was an assistant and 8 years was as the actual prosecutor. Then in 1999, I became the Associate Circuit Judge for Grundy County, and in December of this year, it will be 26 years that I've been a judge. And so back June in 2023, when Tom Alley passed away, the governor appointed me as the circuit judge, and I've been acting as the circuit judge since then till now. And now I filed to be the circuit judge for a full term, which is on August 6th, the primary, and Matt Crone, the associate circuit judge from Mercer County, is my opposition.
In 26 years of being on the bench, I'm sure you've seen a lot of things. So what are some of the things that face this area that I guess is your priorities as you're running?
Well, I think we are starting to see more and more drugs, and we're having situations where we do have some trafficking, especially in the area of Bethany because of the interstate. And law enforcement is doing a good job of trying to curtail that. But it's just drugs have taken over our communities, and it's not a good situation. And hopefully we can get that to stop and under control.
And I know we have the drug court, the treatment court that was set up several years ago, 20-some years ago, I think, if I remember right. And is that something that you see as beneficial? Do you plan to keep that going if you're put in that place? Or
it's been very beneficial. It works very well. Matt Crone's the one that's in charge of it as the associate judge, and I don't plan on making any changes on that if I'm elected. I think it does well, and it puts the people that really want to get help and put forth the foot to do so. They get good treatment and hopefully get things under control.
And I know you've been out. I saw you in Gilman City out there for a while. We didn't get to talk, but I know you've been out talking to people. What are some of the questions that people are asking, or some of the comments you've been hearing from the public that they want to know from you?
Well, I think a lot of people, it's more of an educational thing, because like this morning, I had some people ask, what cases do you hear as a circuit judge? So I go through and explain that to them, and then try to explain to them the difference between being associate circuit judge and what kind of cases I heard versus now. So
as a circuit judge, you cover the 4-county area. So just tell us, what your day will or what your week look like as a circuit judge. You've done that for a few months now.
Well, basically, we deal with lots of filing as far as probation violations, charges, juvenile cases. As circuit judge, we do all the civil cases, the juvenile cases. In a month's time, we will have one day of Division 1 cases in Harrison County, and then also a juvenile law day. And in Grundy County, it's the same thing, one circuit law day and the other a juvenile law day. Putnam County only has one law day, but it deals with both civil and law days and criminal as well as juvenile.
So what do you see as the difference from your time as associate and now going to the circuit position?
Well, of course, in the associate division, we didn't have as many jury trials as what Division 1's cases are. And I'm not sure why that was the case, but and this way you're not doing domestic like I was doing in the associate circuit judge. And so
So I guess the circuit judge is really what people think about when they think about a judge. You do a lot of time in the courtroom with the juries and things like that.
that's true, very much so.
So let's just go over briefly some of your priorities and what people can expect. I know as judge you can't make promises, but you have priorities that I'm sure you want people to know that you have.
Well, we've been working very closely with the commissioners in each of the counties to try to make improvements. A lot of it is somewhat physical in the courtrooms. Harrison County has an acoustic problem, and what I'd like to see is if we can get some agreement with the commissioners that we spend some money to get the acoustics better, because in a jury trial, when it echoes and things, it's very, very hard to hear. And with WebEx being used a lot, it's the same thing. Also, only one of the Unionville is the only court where they have some type of audio system where it's portable. In other words, when jury is being picked, they can take a mic out and hand it to the person that's answering the question instead of answering out loud, which makes it echo. And Grundy County, we're working on some things in the courthouse to get it kind of renovated some, and then also a portable microphone system as well. And then Putnam County already has a system like that as well.
And for anybody that wants more information, to do more homework about your background, your experience before they go to the polls, do you have a website, or do you have anywhere they can go get that information? Or
yeah, we have a Facebook page, elect Steve Hudson, Third Judicial Circuit Judge, and then there's a lot of postings on there. And if there's any questions, we'll be more than happy to respond to them. And also, we've had a lot of people request signs requests on Facebook. So,
well, Judge, I appreciate your time this morning. I think you got people coming in probably, so I'll let you go. But I do appreciate your time this morning.
good to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you.